Hey there, Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Monday, December 26th. Today, the moon is in Aquarius, and I thought we'd focus on how we can open the doors to new possibility. I've been sharing about how the Capricorn moon cycle began on Friday with the new moon in Capricorn, and we've had a lot of Capricorn energy with several planets and the moon moving through Capricorn. So we're really in that time of year when things feel sparse, when we're feeling our limitations, when we really need to kind of hunker down and go inward and take care of ourselves through some rest and really just not a lot of activity. So today, the moon is in Aquarius, and yesterday I shared about being possibly an unconventional Christmas, things being a little bit different than we might expect, or than tradition, breaking free or out or through from some of our traditions. And in general, we've been thinking about tradition and how this Capricorn energy is grounded in tradition and thinking about the past, thinking about where we come from. I had a great video on Saturday, the 24th. If you missed that, about our relationship to the past and the future and what our role is in continuing this evolutionary work that our ancestors were part of, we are part of, and our descendants will be part of. So really understanding the bigger picture of how we fit in and what is our responsibility in this moment to honor the past and to be agents who are actively creating the future and affirming the future that we want. So as the moon begins to wax and is growing bigger each night as we head toward full, we have that energy of building, of growing, of moving forward to try things, to experience things. And with this whole moon cycle being based in that Capricorn theme, it's a Capricorn moon cycle. It began with the Capricorn new moon. So the whole moon cycle is about the theme of tradition and foundations and planning for the future and laying the foundations. So doing that intentionally, doing it purposefully. And then with this Aquarian moon, the moon being in Aquarius, it helps us to let in a breath of fresh air. So really breathing some new life, some new perspectives, some new possibilities, kind of like opening the window to let in that feeling of freshness and aliveness that we may have forgotten was even there. So energetically in your life, how are you opening the window? How are you opening your mind? How are you breathing in new life, clean, fresh air filled with new possibilities? So think about that. And then with that, breathing life into the Capricorn work that we are doing, we're also doing this work of laying the foundations for that future. So our ability to vision the future, our ability to be visionaries and to open our minds to, not just what we are afraid will happen, but what we want to see happen and how we can participate in creating those things that we want to see and those outcomes that we can imagine. So how is what you are doing right now laying the foundation for the future? And what is that future that you're laying the foundation for? And in other words, how are you aligning, or what are the things that you're putting energy into? And so just reflecting on that, like, are you doing something that is going to maintain the status quo, or are you doing something that is going to set things in motion that could bring about new results. And just it could be a subtle shift in the way that you approach things you're working on. So, and that can be day-to-day work that you do, even something as simple as cooking or doing the dishes, or just whatever daily tasks you have that you do, and thinking about, well, how could I do this in a way that's more joyful, that's more creative, that's more efficient, that maybe that will allow this task to take less time so I can spend more time on other things. And so when you think about that, think about infusing this new possibility into it. Like, how could this be something that works better for me? How could I do this in a different way, or think about it in a different way, or open to seeing it a different way that would allow me to be laying the foundations of creating and affirming that I am at the center of creating something I want, moving things, even just moving things subtly in the direction that's closer to what I want. So if you're not enjoying some aspect of your life right now, or the way that it is, how can you make that different? How can you steer that in a different direction? In other words, maybe you're not going to fix it overnight, but how can you affirm that you are moving in the direction of it healing, or it being better, or it going more in the direction that you want to, the outcomes you want to experience. So that Aquarian energy is helping us to see things differently, to bring in new light, fresh air. It is also, the moon in Aquarius is in the morning, about 8 a.m. ish, my time, which is Pacific time, is passing by Saturn. And so we have the energy of Aquarius, which Saturn is in Aquarius. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. Saturn is the planet of limitations, of discipline, of hard work. It's a taskmaster. And when we put Saturn in the sign of Aquarius, which is where it is right now, you're putting the taskmaster in the sign that is about rebellion and doing things differently and getting outside the box. So that can show up in a gazillion different ways. But the moon is activating that energy. It is reminding us that Capricorn energy is very up right now, and also that we can be thinking about that Capricorn energy in new and different ways. There's shakeup happening to the status quo, and we can leverage that shakeup to say, I am choosing what I want. I am choosing to align myself and my actions and my choices and my words and my ways of showing up with that future that I want, rather than feeling like I have to be stuck or a victim of my circumstances or whatever is happening. So there's some affirmation that you are that you have power in this situation, and that you can make choices, even if it's just about the way you think about it, and not letting it defeat you, and reminding yourself that you are valuable, that you are loved, that your needs are important, and that you're deserving of being loved and included, and finding that reflected back to you by people in the world around you. So don't give any attention to the naysayers and the bullies of the world. Find the people who support you, who value you, who love you, and surround yourself with those people, and co-create with those people, partner with those people, do things together with those people. So there you go. And that's a great Aquarian insight too, is to find your people and be with your tribe, and that some of that might be coming from the legacies of the past, finding your people that you feel like you belong with. Some of it might be finding people that break free of some of those old legacies of the past. So the point is, it's about what's right for you, and to honor and acknowledge your own truth as you make decisions around that. Thank you so much for being here, and for following me and your support, and for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, because that really helps me out. And check out my playlists. I have a recap of 2022, as well as some of the most popular videos from 2022 that you can look back at and kind of think about as we say goodbye to, we're getting ready to say goodbye to 2022, right? We're in the last few days, and get ready for what 2023 will bring. And there's another playlist about what to expect in 2023. Let me know what questions you have, if there's anything you want to hear me talk more about, because this is for all of us. And thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.